Did the confidential email that Susan Rice sent herself indicate that Comey would be the fall guy for Obama? Hi, I'm Craig, and welcome to Just Informed Talk. First, as always, I want to start by saying thank you to all the subscribers, everyone who has contributed in the comments. All of you are really amazing people, and it's so nice to actually be able to have such a wide and varying dialogue with so many smart and intelligent people. I encourage everybody to continue to leave comments on the videos, because that's how we continue to get better and learn more from one another. So without further ado, let's get into the latest Q posts, which are very fascinating indeed. First, it's this is where we left off. So it says Operation Merlin Tech, Iran, North Korea, Iran deal funding, Iran, North Korea, T-cells, payoffs, NK, North Korean nuclear mini, an ICBM success, a miniaturization success, and ICBM success, war engine, protection Q. So let's get right into what Operation Merlin is. Now, Operation Merlin, as you can see here in Wikipedia, it's basically a United States covert operation under the Clinton administration to provide Iran with a flawed design for a component of a nuclear device, ostensibly in order to delay the alleged Iranian nuclear weapons program or to frame Iran. Now let's just read here the backfire. It says Operation Merlin backfired when the CIA's Russian contact messenger noticed flaws in the schematics and told the Iranian nuclear scientists. Instead of crippling Iran's nuclear program, the book alleges, Operation Merlin may have accelerated it by providing useful information once the flaws were identified. The plans could be compared with other sources, such as those presumed to have been provided by the Iranians by AQCon. Now, that's just, in and of itself is incredible, because I think what the implication here is that this was the deal. Maybe they did the same thing with North Korea. So, they're doing the same thing. So you have Operation Merlin here, and that's something they ran in Iran. Now they're running in North Korea. Then you have Iran deal funding. We all know what the Iran deal, how that happened. It was all paid in cash, and it was a deal that was just set to basically give them nuclear centrifuges and the opportunity to make weapons in the future. Same thing with North Korea. And I'm not sure what T-cells is. I mean, I've looked up, I know that the biological definition of them and what they ostensibly do. They're formative cells in our body that serve a primary function in our ability to survive and to grow, I believe. So, but are the payoffs for T cells maybe something to do with the centrifuge cells that they need? Something with the actual technology. Anyway, payoffs were made. And then it says North Korea nuclear, their miniaturization is a success, their ICBM is a success. So people were paid off, and this is how it all happened. It's in order, I think this is what it's saying, to fuel our war engine and to give them protection. But you guys can definitely help out in the comments. Please, let's break this down a little further. I'm just doing my best to get this out to you as soon as it becomes available to me. And we're in this together, so I appreciate everything. And the comments are where I go to find out so much. So let's go to the next one. Okay, now this is kind of a really disturbing one. So here's Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it says, I hear Hanoi is educational. Q. Now let's just look at what she was doing there. Here's the picture again. This gentleman here is the Prime Minister of Vietnam. His name is Nguyen Thanh Dung. And here's a little write-up from the U.S. Embassy and Consulate in Vietnam about Ruth Bader Ginsburg's stay there. It says, United States Supreme Court Justice, Associate Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg today concluded an official visit to Hanoi where she met with senior government officials, including Prime Minister Nguyen Thanh Dung, to discuss the rule of law. She was accompanied by her daughter, Dr. Jane, who met with judicial officers, legal scholars, and representatives of the private sector to discuss the intellectual property rights law. Okay, it's always suspicious when Q talks about how families and you have to be born into it, and you have her own daughter now over there acting as an unelected diplomat for America. I'm not sure her actual position, but I don't think she's in a publicly elected office at the moment. So for her to go over there and work on our behalf is kind of a slap in the face to those who go by merit. But she may have merit. I don't want to judge her character. I'm just saying. Now it says, while in Hanoi, Justice Ginsburg also held meetings and discussions with youth leaders who are members of the Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative, local law students, scholars on the rule of law, and local media. It says, after concluding her visit to Hanoi, Justice Ginsburg traveled to Ho Chi Minh City, the country's financial capital. Justice Ginsburg's visit was sponsored by the Department of State's U.S. Speakers Program, the trip part of an ongoing effort, efforts to advance the comprehensive partnership launched in July 2013. And you remember going back to Q's post where he talks about slush funds, and he actually lists and kind of itemizes out how much each person has in what country. And I want to say it was like Obama having X amount of millions in Thailand or Vietnam or one of those Southeast Asian countries. But you guys will let me know about that in the comments. Obviously, this is just something that we are being brought attention to, and there was some nefarious activity going on. If Q's going to put this out there, then that means there's something in it that we need to see. And I'm going to rely on every single one of you in the comments to make that known to us all, so that we can certainly get to the bottom of all this together. Now, I'm not sure if this is in reference to the Hanoi visit by Ginsburg, but it says, think image drop, think operation, think united. When does a bird sing? Everything has meaning. So I did a lot of research on this whole thing about when does a bird sing, and think united, think operation, think image drop. I haven't put all these together yet, and the I is in the brackets, which has been known to be representative of a kill box. So, you guys, please in the comments, fill me in on this. I have a few thoughts of my own. I don't want to really get into every single thought. My first thought was basically that the email, the classified email that Susan Rice sent to herself that just came out in the news today, actually lays out the fact that James Comey is going to be the fall guy for Obama, and that he's just going to have to roll over and take it, and that's going to be what happens next here, because these people don't understand, even the highest level officials. If you're the president or you're HRC or whoever at the top, you're not rolling over for those below you. They're rolling. Their job is to roll over for you, apparently. So, that's just one man's interpretation. The I here, usually these represent people. I is a tough one. I don't know who or what. You guys definitely help me out in the comments. But again, this is all just breaking today. I got it up as quick as I could. It's from earlier this morning. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. And now the last one, of course, is sec test, which Q likes to drop a lot. I really want to know what sec test is, because I've seen it used several different ways, and I have a mild understanding of it. But to me, sec test is something he puts every time there's some security test going on, and it's I've seen these things where they co-align with like the before the Hawaii missile scare, it co-aligned. They actually put that sec test up. QAnon did, and I'm always curious if it's something that's been thwarted behind the scenes, but they're just giving us a warning, or if it has multiple meanings, and it's like intersectionally defined. But just go ahead and fill me in on the comments, because I cruise the boards, and I love to talk and hear you guys speak. I try to read every single comment and stay informed on what you think to bring you the best comment. But I just want to thank everybody for watching. Again, thank you everybody who clicked subscribe. You guys are really the ones that make this possible. The salt of the earth, as I like to say. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the red button over here and then click the bell if you want notifications. And be sure to comment. And like I said before, even if you don't have anything to contribute, make sure you read the comments, because that's really a part of what makes this, a definite successful venture together, is that we're able to collectively share information, and then we develop a better perspective as a collective. And that's what the American people need right now, is us patriots to come together and make sure that this information is spread far and wide and entered into the public domain, so that they cannot censor us and they cannot take away our freedoms as they seemingly want to do. But let's just end by saying that God's grace is greater. And I want to thank everybody for participating, and I pray for all of you, no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are. As an individual, I think God's love is for everyone, and if you open your heart to it, God will come into your life, and He will be with you and protect you. And you have to just be open to it, and it's only through His grace and His power that we will be able to succeed. And as long as we stay together and stay focused and stay on topic, we will be successful. But I just want to thank everybody for watching Just Informed Talk. I want to thank you all for subscribing. Remember, like I said, hit the button if you haven't yet. And God bless and Godspeed.